blowing none of that baby though. She finna be out here single. She finna be a whole widow out here. I'd be the best man I could be, fuck.
What's up, beautiful spirits? This is Myron Magnus. Was the words of Kodak Black out of line? Immature? Yeah. Disrespectful? Yes. Discourteous? Yes. It was all those. But from what I see, you know what was more pathetic about this whole situation? Was the reaction of supposedly grown men that have Kodak Black by 10, 15, maybe 20 years for a few of them. Now, Game, I don't know why. T.I., I don't know why. The third dude in the video, I don't know him. Sound like he had a real close personal relationship with the cat. But Game and T.I., the thing is, Kodak Black grew up off your music. Your music created a Kodak Black and millions other just like him. Millions others just like him. This brother right here was the only one who came somewhat mature, level-headed, and wise in the matter. You see, it bothers me when cats like Game, T.I., and Gilly the Kid, who comes up a little bit later, got the nerve to say the things they say to Kodak Black. When it's quote-unquote artists like them that created Kodak Black and millions of other young men just like it. And your reaction to what the young brother did showed, at least in front of the world, in my opinion, exactly why Kodak Black acts the way he does. Neither three of you so-called old heads, veterans, old school fellas in this day, you're old school, showed any emotional intelligence of how to come to a younger brother who came behind you and came up off you. Your music never had any, at least 85% of the time, didn't have any creative responsibility. It was garbage. It was poison. You glorified the hood. You glorified the gangster. You glorified the street shit. Now, the product, the ideas you pushed in the young youth's head that created the young men today who they are, you have something to say about it. I think all three of you, I'm not trying to swear, but I think all three of you need to really look in the mirror. Look how you even reacting. You're reacting immature. Nigga this, nigga that. And you're talking to him with the contempt of nigga. You know what I mean? That way of saying nigga in the way of like you want to offer him up. All of you are Hollywood rappers. Maybe Gilly the Kid ain't, but T.I., Hollywood rapper. Game, Hollywood rapper. Y'all do all this shit on social media, and y'all really didn't come up in a social media age. So why do you need to reach out to that young brother on social media? Why? It's cause and effect. And it's reply to how you old heads came to the younger brother is point proven that all three of you are out of pocket. Completely out of pocket. All three of you, in my opinion, is clout chasing, Slim. Real talk. All of you motherfuckers, social media bunnies. Just jumping. Just waiting to jump on social media to try to call someone else's out. Instead of calling y'all motherfucking asses out for putting out poisonous music for generations to soak up. A lot of these youngins didn't have proper guidance in the household. So what was they raised off of? Y'all janky ass music. The trap. The gang banging bullshit. Game, you're guilty. T.I., you're guilty. Gilly the Kid, you're guilty. So y'all need to really stop fronting for social media, acting like y'all really trying to hold down real G's like Nipsey Hussle. If you was trying to do it how Nipsey Hussle would have done it, you would have took the young motherfucker aside and spoke your piece. You would have called the youngin' up privately, spoke your piece. But nah, y'all want to showboat for social media.
Hey, real shit, this is gonna be my last time. It's gonna be my last time talking about this. Let me find what the fuck I want to say for the... Hold up. Alright, man.
See you tomorrow.
Alright,
sure.
Yeah. Hey, so, if I disrespected you, knowing under, in any shape or form, I'm sorry. Even though I didn't. And rest in peace to dude. Y'all already know what I said. I said dude encouraged me to do shit for the community. But anyhow, my bad to them two. But for all you other people like trying to fake act like y'all little boy me on the internet or checking me on the internet, that's how you feel, bro. That's how y'all want to feel. And I got a whole tour. Like, I'm in Georgia right now. Tomorrow I'll be in Norfolk, Virginia. Like, wherever y'all see me at, if that's how y'all feel, that's how y'all feel. Don't try to little boy me on the internet like, oh, motherfucker. Nigga, you could hit my line.
And there you have it. Hit the little youngest line up. See, the problem I have with this is, you know, if you really pay attention to it, our grandparents was looked down upon and said they weren't as strong as their great-grandparents. And the great-grandparents wasn't looked to be as strong as the great-great-grandparents. So it seems like we got something's going on within the black community where each generation is degenerating. Do you realize that? It's always, well, you know, back in my day, you little youngins, y'all got it easy. Back in my day, we was tough. We was this. We had to go through all this. We really had it rough. Had to do what we had to do. Y'all ain't tough as we were. And then the next generation says the same about the generation after them. And then the next generation says the same thing about the generation after them. But it seemed like none of the generations is looking in the mirror and taking accountability of what they're doing or have done. That's made the next generation weaker in their eyes by their opinion. Nobody's taking accountability and responsibility for their actions. At least not out in the open. But Kodak Black was raised off you brothers' music that didn't have full creative control or full creative responsibility. So look in the mirror. You were the cause of this.